And Sister Tracy, check it out, man. I got to give Richie an introduction here. Richie Ramone was one of the long-standing drummers in the Ramones. At a critical time when the fate of the band was in limbo, the New Jersey native came on board as a full-time member, and he helped the band resurrect and thrive, recording several studio albums, writing songs, and playing on some of the biggest stages. He did over 500 shows with the band. Richie Ramone continues to record his own material and carry on a robust touring schedule. He does live in Los Angeles. For more information, RICHIERAMONE.com. And on the phone right now with us, and I believe he's in Los Angeles, is the legendary Richie Ramone. How's it going, brother?
Hey, doing real good. Wow, you're so professional. Sounds you got everything down. Very good job.
Well, we put our ducks in a row when it comes to the Ramones, man. You know, much respect, of course.
You can tell you don't listen every week.
Well, he's got better things to do than sit around listening to our show.
I know. I'm giving him a hard time, but we don't always sound quite as professional.
All right.
So how are things going with you? Are you indeed down in L.A.?
Yeah, I'm in L.A., yeah, you know. Yeah, I've been laying low for a little while right now.
You got to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
How you feeling these days?
Feeling good. You know, I had that surgery, and I had like this aneurysm in my belly, you know, that was growing out of control, and they didn't want me to tour. They wanted me to take care of it, so that's what I did.
Gosh, that sounds painful, was it?
Huh?
It sounds painful.
No, it wasn't painful at all. It's something that you don't know you have, but...
Wow.
I'm glad they found it by accident because, you know, I had to, you know, postpone like 3 months of touring.
Yeah, that's a drag.
Take care of, but it wasn't painful. It was all good.
Good.
It's all just scary, all that shit, you know, going through that. And I'm feeling real good right now, you know. So
Good. Well, we're glad to hear that.
Working out and everything, and, you know, we're going to start touring again in July.
Sweet.
South America. So.
Well, South America is a great place because we know you're kind of like the Beatles down there.
Yeah, so we're going to go down there first, and then some dates in the States and England and stuff like that, and Australia. So I'm ready to go. I've had some time off.
I also wanted to thank you for sending us a copy of your new book. It's called I Know Better Now. What a great read.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
It's real fun, man. And, of course, co-written with Peter Aaron, who I believe is listening right now.
Oh, he is, huh?
I think so.
That little sneak. He should come on the phone. No, Peter did a great job, you know. And, the year and a half that we did this, it worked out all right. So a lot was going on. But Peter's a great guy.
Yeah, the book was really one of those, you know, books that you can't put down. Some books are kind of a snoozer. Not this book. I just couldn't put it down. I wanted to jam through it, and I did. And a lot of the photos in it were really awesome. I've never seen before, of course. And
good.
So it took you a year and a half, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's not that long, you know.
No, not at all. Some people take, years and years and years.
It was a lot of work, you know, all the writing and re-editing and all that stuff. So, but maybe longer. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to ask him. Maybe it was 2 years. I don't know.
Did you make a lot of promotional appearances, like in bookstores and things like that when the book came out?
No, I haven't done anything. I'm waiting. I'm going to do my first one out by you guys, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I was just looking at your dates, and I noticed that you, and then they just went away as I said that, but I noticed that you are indeed going to South America and some other places, and when you get back, it looks like you are on kind of sort of the other side of the country, not the Pacific Northwest side.
No.
Do you think maybe eventually you'll get around to us?
I will, you know.
We're waiting.
Yeah. I actually got a bunch of listeners that sent over questions to ask you, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking if you were going to come back to Medford or the Ashland, Oregon area ever to play again.
I'd like to. I haven't been up the West Coast in a few years now.
Yeah,
I don't know, you know. I don't know if I'm feeling the love there or people are coming out. The last tour wasn't that great up there, and but not Medford. That was like the highlight. That place was packed. Remember?
Yeah, that was a really fun show, man. Because
Yeah.
my band got to be one of the opening acts. So of course that was great,
Yeah.
man.
So that's why it was packed then. But other than that, you know, I don't know. I have to figure it out. And I like going to San Francisco, so I want to go with another band. We'll see. But yeah, I definitely will come back up there. It's not like I'm going to skip out, you know.
Well, yeah, I think
Got
Medford.
to have the, you know, the East Coast is easier for me. This coast is a little more
Sure.
difficult. Has to be better planned or more strategic. I don't know.
A
I
lot
just
more
can't,
logistics involved. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to really know what I'm doing here to make it successful.
Let me ask you, Richie, just your own personal preference. You know, I know some musicians like to play to big, huge audiences. Obviously, the payoff is better when you're playing for a lot of more people. But do you prefer like more of a big festival type setting, or do you prefer more of an intimate? I wouldn't maybe say intimate,
I like
but
them
you
both,
know,
but you know, the intimates, you know, what I'm used to, you know.
right,
I mean,
right.
We play small clubs generally across the country and stuff like that.
I mean, as a
So-
fan, it really sucks to go to a festival just because you can't even see, you know, the act unless you're looking at the big jumbotron, and
Right.
it just.
But people like that. There's something for everybody. You know.
Well,
Depends,
they
but-
have so many different artists on, playing in 2 or 3 days. Where else are you gonna get that? You know.
You know, like if you ask, I'll take a tour of jumbotrons for like 2 weeks.
Right?
You know, if you want to like jumbotron me out on tour, I'll go do
It's
that.
the
And I wouldn't
jumbotron
be
tour.
I wouldn't be upset by it, and then I'd go back to my usual gigs.
There you go.
So
I got some more questions, if you don't mind, from some your fans.
no.
Somebody wants me to ask you if you know whatever happened to Arturo Vega and what he died of.
I'm sure it was something age related. I'm sure.
Oh, really? Okay.
know.
That was from your fan named Frank Rosado.
Yeah, I think it was some kind of cold or whatever.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I don't know the exact thing, but
Yeah.
yeah. I don't really ask those questions if I don't really hear about it. I don't really investigate it.
Yeah. Don't blame you.
It's sad enough that he died, and I don't really
Want to rub your nose in it? Yeah.
get all go chasing what the real truth is of why he died. So
There you go.
I'm probably not your best source for that.
Melissa in Minnesota wanted me
Yeah.
She wants me to ask you if you happen to remember one of your most epic performances.
Oh. I thought you were going to ask me something else. The epic performances? I don't know.
I would guess
I don't have one particular one, no.
your South American shows are probably your biggest shows, I'm guessing.
Yeah, they're always great, And with the Ramones, there were some big shows we played in the festivals, but even the Ramones, we were basically a club band, We either played a club that held 5,000 or 2,000 or 700,
Yeah.
depending on what city you were in. So I'm used to that vibe. You can hear better and all kinds of stuff,
Yeah.
It's more energy because it's small and sweaty.
That's the kind of show I prefer. That's for darn sure.
Right.
Kevin Lunt wanted me to ask you if it's kind of a weird question, man. I don't get it, but was Dee Dee Ramone of normal intelligence or wide-eyed dumb? What the heck? What does that mean?
Extra normal intelligence. Very, very bright guy.
I was told that he was pretty genius when it came to a lot of things.
Yeah, no, he was a genius, a poet. He was like, out there, you know, not dumb at all.
He was one of a kind, though, like they broke the mold when they made Dee Dee,
Yeah.
Somebody else wanted, which is a good question, wanted me to ask who manages the Ramones brand name? Like who's in charge of the Ramones name? I would guess to say Linda Ramone.
Well, you have Linda and you have Joey's brother.
Okay,
Mickey Lee.
Linda and Mickey Lee. Okay.
Yeah, so they're both 50-50 partners of Ramones Productions Incorporated.
Oh, okay, that's what I kind of thought.
Yeah, so they deal with all that. Sounds like a question you would want. You sure that wasn't?
Oh no,
you?
Not me. No, that was Frank. Another one from Frank Rosato. That was his.
No, but that's what it is. Yeah, they both, and that's the deal with that.
Somebody,
Dee Dee's not involved with that, and nobody else. So they own everything.
BG wanted me to ask you if you have heard it, what you think of Rammstein's version of Pet Sematary.
Of whose version?
The band Rammstein, or is it Rammstein?
Rammstein.
Rammstein.
He probably hasn't even heard it.
Yeah, the German band. I guess they've covered Pet Sematary.
With the girl singer?
No, they have a guy singer.
Oh, well, no, there's the new movie has the girl singer from L.A.
Okay, because that must be different.
Whatever that band is called.
Yeah, this is the new soundtrack for the new rehash Pet Sematary Stephen King rehash, and it's on there.
Unless it's Rammstein with a girl singer, I don't know.
Yeah, they could have changed singers. I don't listen to Rammstein. Yeah. So shoot me, but.
So I take it you haven't heard that either.
I guess I haven't heard it, but I've heard the new one from the new soundtrack.
Oh, okay. How was that?
And it's a girl singing it, so I don't know. I know it's not Rammstein; it's somebody else.
Okay. I'll have to check out the Rammstein version and maybe play it on the show sometime.
Yeah, there's another version.
Last question from one of your fans was from Tyler Van Pool, and it simply said, "How did the Osaka pop star thing come about?"
I don't know nothing about them.
See, that's what I told him. I said you need to be more specific. So I guess that wraps up the questions.
That was some manager or agent of somebody. I forget his name.
What's the band lineup looking like these days? Is it the same as it's been for a minute?
Who?
Your band?
Your band lineup.
Yeah. No, Ben's not with me anymore. So I have another guy, Andy from Houston, who plays drums.
Nice. Yeah. The energy, if you're listening to an interview with Richie Ramone right now on KSKQ Radio and the Church of Rock radio show. And if you haven't caught a Richie Ramone solo show, you're missing out because, man, it's awesome. The energy is so cool. You get to hear Richie's solo music and then, some Ramones classics, and it's just really awesome. Everyone's singing along, and it's just like old school feel,
What about, what was her name? Claire.
Claire.
Yes.
She's still in the band.
Great.
Yeah.
I love Claire.
She was cool.
Yeah.
Yes. I was kind of wanting to just ask if Claire was in the band, but I thought I'd ask if everyone was there.
Question.
I didn't want to be sexist.
Yeah. So when you were writing your new book, was there a lot of any pleasant or unpleasant memories that kind of came to the surface you'd forgotten about, or was it all stuff you'd all?
No, I mean. It's just the hard stuff, about people close to you, what they're going to read. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
Stuff from my mother's got to read and shit like that.
Did you have anybody say anything to you once the book was out that you regretted, or everything cool?
No, they didn't. No one has said nothing. Nobody in the book has come forward and said anything and it's wrong or this is wrong. It's been a year of wonderful reviews and no trolls or anything after me on Facebook and stuff. So it's been pretty remarkable.
So
I'm pretty excited about that. Everybody really liked it and thought it was genuine, which it was. I opened myself up and told a genuine story.
And the photos are really cool. Did you have a hand in picking out all of the photos that were presented?
Yeah, that was the hard part, finding them and doing all that and pulling some photos from Super 8 movies. Because my mother really never took photos. She took Super 8 movies.
Oh, okay.
Always had, we have videos of all that time. Late 50s and 60s. All videos.
Yeah, and I love all the photos, too, of your old bands, like the White Boys rehearsal photos and, different stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's...
There's a cool picture.
Yeah, we had to find them. I didn't really have many, but I kind of people who did, and I reached out, and so there's a lot to do in a book. It's like making a record.
Yeah, and there's like
think about it, all the photos you got to find. You want to try to find some unique ones, and it's a big what to do. It's not that easy.
Well, the one I saw a cool one from 2015 with you and Lil Wayne, which is awesome.
Yeah,
cool picture.
That was out here in L.A. That was cool.
Yeah, that's a good photo, man. And the one with you laying on the pool table partying looks like you're genuinely like relaxing and having fun in that one.
That was somewhere backstage. I don't know. It was really cold. It was in like February. We were somewhere in the Midwest.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly where.
The Midwest and cold. Imagine that.
I never did that again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm excited, getting in shape and good health again and ready to hit the road and all that good stuff.
Yeah. So how many copies of this book were printed? Do you have any idea?
No idea.
I just wonder.
Someone told me I did something the other day, and they said that they can't find it anywhere around here. It's all sold out everywhere.
Well, that's good news.
I don't know. But I don't know how many they print as to start off.
Yeah.
They did a good job. It's bound nicely, and, it's a real professional-looking book. They did a good job.
Well, on the back cover's got a quote from Al Jorgensen from Ministry,
right? And
looks like it's available from Backbeat Books, which has a website at backbeatbooks.com. So if anyone's looking for that, that might be a place to start, I guess, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And if someone wants to book Richie Ramone, how do they go about doing that?
If somebody wants it?
Yeah, somebody wants to book you, like to play a show. How do they find you? Like, how do they do that?
How do they book? I don't know.
Get on the
You can go to my
Google.
website, richieramone.com.
There
I
you
think
go.
Ted's in there. He books me in the U.S.
Okay, there you go.
And then if you're overseas, I have different people who do overseas. But
okay,
Ted at New Gold Agency books me in the U.S.
Yeah, I was just checking out your website, and there's lots of links on there and stuff. So
yeah.
Have you ever, Sister Tracy, asked Richie Ramone that question that you ask people often?
Well, I don't think I did because it's been a while and I haven't asked that question for more than a year. Well, I just kind of ask musicians if they could go back, to their childhood, say, before they started playing music or before they were introduced to music, and do something in your life other than play music. Do you know what that might have been? Like, I get answers all the time that blow my mind, like engineer or astronaut or, but I get a lot of artist stuff too. I just wondered if you had any other passion that you might have been interested in.
I think I would have gone to politics.
Really? Now
Nice.
that's the first time I've had that answer.
Mm-hmm.
And you probably would have been good at it.
Yeah, I look good in a suit.
I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's true.
A politician.
I kind of like that vibe, and
Bring some
I
honesty
think
back into
that
politics.
would have been a fun move.
Yeah, bring some honesty back into politics.
I've never heard that one before. That was the first time I've ever heard that answer.
Yeah. I won't
Oh,
forget
really?
that. Yeah. That's the first time. I won't forget that answer. Yeah.
Good.
Awesome. Well, Richie, we really appreciate you always taking the time to, come on the show and rap with us and promote whatever you have going on. And we're, of course, big fans and hope to catch you again if you get back to the West Coast, to play shows.
I'll be watching those tour dates. I've got
I'll do it.
Nice.
Little alarm system thing telling me now, like updates. If you come within a 3-state radius, by God, we'll know about it.
Yeah, we appreciate it and hope to catch you back in Medford, Oregon again sometime. And either way, we'll be following you, man, somehow, some way.
Yeah, we'll keep playing that fun music and keep doing what you're doing. It's nice.
We will do so. We appreciate you, Richie.
People appreciate it,
Yeah.
We're going to do that right now, and we're going to be playing some Pretty Poison, actually. It's the next song coming up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, the end of September, I'm in I'm filming a horror movie as the principal actor.
Whoa.
Called Head Cheese.
Oh, my God.
And we'll be filming that in Kansas City. on location. So I'm more excited. I'm going to be actor now.
We were just talking about how awful and terrifying head cheese
You know,
is
like
the
an
other
animated
day.
monster and like story built around me. So that's coming up. So we'll talk about that maybe in September.
Very cool.
Right.
Head cheese is on the way.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Okay, from the Cellophane 2016 album, it's Richie Ramone with Pretty Poison. Thanks again, Richie, and you have a great
Thanks,
night, man.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, Richie.
All right.
You
talk
take
soon.
care.
All right, great guy. It's Richie Ramone, a legend, man. And thanks for tuning in to KSKQ and the Church of Rock. And let's go ahead and rock into that tune called Pretty Poison. It's a good one.
Jeez, okay.
Head cheese. Hey, it's a pledge drive. If you liked the interview, give us a call at 541-482-3999. We could use another pledge, please. Let's get up to a few $100 tonight, guys.
Where else are you getting interviews like that? You know?
Right.
So,
Next week, we've got Joey Keithley from the legendary band DOA from Canada. He's now a member of the City Council in Vancouver, Canada, and Joey Keithley is a legend. That's right. Next week, Joey Keithley from DOA.
So he went into politics.
He did.
Wow, cool. All right. Well, here we go, guys. Richie Ramone off of, I think it's Cellophane is the title of the album, and the track is Pretty Poison. So here we go on the Church of Rock and KSKQ.
Church of Rock.